Gospel AM 1490 WMVM, WMVM.com. As always, giving you the best in gospel on this All Request Wednesday. That's Charles Martin. It's called Thank You out of Detroit, Michigan, one of Dietrich Hatton's proteges. As always, we deliver the very, very best in gospel. That's AM 1490 WMVM, WMVM.com. Well, right now, South Florida, we're going over to Studio B because the man with the plan who's all around town these days, doing it up and doing it big, it's the one and only Mr. Jonathan Spikes from the Jonathan Spikes Foundation. What's up?
Hey, how you doing?
All is well, bro. All is well. What about yourself?
I'm doing good.
Good. What's happening? We got some big stuff going on, right?
Yes, we got very big stuff. You know, as you know, that October is Domestic Violence Month.
Okay.
In which we wear purple. And on Friday, October the 19th, we have a big event, Evolution2Freedom, men taking a stand against domestic violence.
So how did you come up with the concept of men taking a stand against violence?
Well, last year when I decided to get involved with social justice, I realized that when I went to some of the community meetings and everything like that, there was an absence of men taking part in the planning and everything like that. We always hear about the bad things that men do to women during this month, but we don't see men taking an active stand and being a leader to say not all men are bad. There are more good men than there are bad men, and men are sometimes too victims of domestic violence.
Yeah, and those are the men that you don't hear about.
Right, exactly.
So this event is actually going to be like an art showcase.
It is an art showcase, and Micheal Hall, the artist, doing his feature on 15 different pictures of women are so beautiful, why would you want to abuse them?
Okay, that sounds interesting. And that's happening this Friday night, right?
Yes, Friday night at from 6:30 to 9:30 at the Cafe Ina Lounge, which is in Wynwood, 297 Northwest 23rd Street, Miami, Florida, 33127. Now,
the interesting thing that I found about this was that it's free, but you're leaving it open to give a donation, and we're requesting a minimum of
$35.
$35.
The donations are going to benefit the Safespace Domestic Violence Shelter for the women and children, and even the men that may have to stay there.
Okay. Why do you feel? Well, this is my question to you. We know that domestic violence runs rampant in just about every community. Why do you feel that it's so important that we as men stand up against domestic violence?
It's very important that we stand up against it because as I do work with the Safe Space Shelter, the last person that these children see is a man being abusive to their mother.
Right.
And 80% of the times, the children who witnessed it wind up repeating this behavior when they become adults. And so we need to all get involved with this because 1 in 4 women are victims of domestic violence, and every 6 hours a woman is killed by her husband or intimate partner. And so that's somebody's mother, that's somebody's auntie, sister.
Right. That is, those statistics are totally baffling.
Yes.
They really are. But, like you said, men get abused just as well. And that's, just totally uncalled for. But I know some sisters that, don't mind. But that's neither here nor there. So it's Evolution2Freedom, and it's happening October the 19th. And it's being hosted by one of your good friends.
Yes, Terrell Fournier of WPLG Channel 10.
Right, so he'll be hosting the event. What can we expect?
You will come expect. It's a great awareness campaign. We got a lot of businesses on board that will be raffling off hotel stays and things of that nature, paintings and pictures. We have so many wonderful things in store, so you should all come out and support this great cause, Evolution2Freedom, men taking a stand against domestic violence.
All right, and if they miss this event or if they need more information, how? Can they contact you, or can they contact the website, phone number?
Yes, they're not going to miss this event because I know all of them are clamoring to be there.
Yes.
But they could call me at 305-772-8270. Again, that's 305-772-8270. Or they could go to the website, jonathanspikes.com.
And there's all information about Jonathan Spikes, the Evolution2Freedom, and other endeavors that you are embarking upon, correct?
Yes, the Let's Talk It Out program,
right.
Conflict Resolution Anti-Bullying.
Speaking of that, if you don't mind, can we just talk about that just a little bit of the anti-bullying campaign?
Yes.
Okay,
we have Let's Talk It Out. It's a conflict resolution anti-bullying program that we have in Miami-Dade County schools. And so every day I'm going to different schools and we have a 4-hour workshop where we speak on violence and bullying and self-esteem issues. And it is amazing how much these kids are going through. And information that we're trying to give them that they're trying to incorporate, because as they say, their mother always told them, if somebody hit you, you better hit them back.
Right, exactly.
But we forgot to tell them there are consequences for those actions.
Right. And like you said, the numbers are pretty much astounding. What is the most touching story that you've had or heard from one of the kids speaking out about violence? Because you know what? This is what I find. I find that even though we're on a campaign to get kids to speak out against bullying, it's still like don't snitch. It's like a lot of people are not saying, what's going on. So tell us more about that.
Oh my God. You don't know how much I have to go through snitches get stitches.
Oh, wow.
And I always ask them, do you watch the first 48?
Yeah, definitely.
I say somebody always tell.
Yeah.
And when they say no, I say, think about if it was your mother.
Right.
That someone murdered.
Right.
You want some help then, don't you?
Absolutely, because it's only by the grace of God that it's not one of us.
It's not one of us, exactly.
Absolutely.
So the snitches get stitches, that goes out the window then, because you want someone to help you if you was in that situation.
Right. And violence is just running rampant among us anyway. So, we definitely want to cut that out. But I thank you for coming by. And once again, we're talking about the Evolution to Freedom happening.
Men take a stand against domestic violence this Friday, October the 19th, at the Cafe Ina Lounge, 297 Northwest 23rd Street, Miami, Florida, 33127.
And it's happening from 6:30 p.m. to 9:30 p.m. So you definitely want to get your spot. It's free, but we are looking for donations for you to come out and support this nonprofit. Right?
It's the Safespace Foundation, the domestic violence shelter. Yes.
All right. And don't forget to look up Jonathan Spikes Foundation for more information and more events that he has coming up about anti-bullying campaigns and Let's Talk It Out and anything that deals with our kids becoming more productive in the society. So thank you so much for coming by.
Thank you for having me.
And I will talk to you again soon.
All right.
It's AM 1490 WMBM.